Embattled Debbie Wasserman Schultz takes center stage in yet another controversy, this time involving a member of her own IT staff. One America's Pearson has the latest on the case.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz has had a rough time over the last year, and the arrest of her own staffer this week means that she isn't likely to get a break anytime soon. It all started last summer when tens of thousands of DNC emails were leaked, revealing she was involved in a conspiracy to undermine Bernie Sanders' campaign for president. She was forced to resign in disgrace and probably thought that she could put the whole thing behind her. But then it came to light in February that Imran Awan, a Pakistan-born IT staffer for Wasserman Schultz, was allegedly at the front and center of a scheme to overcharge the government for his services. Some reports even suggest he exposed sensitive information from the House online. But it came to a head Monday night when Awan was arrested at Dulles International Airport on multiple bank fraud charges as he tried to flee the country. Wasserman Schultz's office claimed that he was terminated from their employment the next day, only after they learned of his arrest. Awan has worked for many House Democrats over the years, as many as 24 different offices, going all the way back to 2004. It also appears that Wasserman Schultz may have been protecting Awan for months and even threatened Capitol Police if they didn't return Awan's laptop that officers seized as evidence.
Well, I think there's extenuating circumstances in this case, and I think that, working through my counsel and the necessary personnel, if that in fact is the case, and with the permission of through the investigation, then we'll return the equipment. But until that's accomplished, I can't return the equipment.
I think you're violating the rules when you conduct your business that way, and should expect that there would be consequences.
Sources close to the case say there now appears to be evidence that Awan helped Wasserman Schultz conduct, quote, malevolent activities against Bernie Sanders in the Democratic primary. Awan's family members, including his brothers, worked in Washington as well and were paid 3 times more than the average IT employee for Congress. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Schaefer even suggested the brothers were tied to the Muslim Brotherhood, which would give Debbie Wasserman Schultz a direct connection to a terrorist organization. Awan's younger brothers, Abed and Jamal, as well as his wife and best friend, are all under federal criminal investigation by the U.S. Capitol Police and the FBI. Officials say the probe involves serious, potentially illegal violations on the House IT network. And while Awan declared bankruptcy in 2012, he has made millions of dollars while on the payroll for the DNC in the last few years. And he appears to have no qualms threatening people to keep them quiet either. His brother's stepmother is suing Awan for wiretapping and threatening to have her family in Pakistan arrested. Imran also threatened a veteran family who was renting their home in Virginia if they didn't hand over smashed hard drives and computer equipment, which is now part of the investigation. Yet Awan's attorneys have fired back, chalking the entire case up to Islamophobia. His lawyers claim these attacks on the family are just the result of anti-Muslim bigotry and have nothing at all to do with the charges of embezzlement and fraud. Pearson Sharp, One American News.